Hi, everybody. So I am going to be demonstrating my Module 1 assignment, both how the program is running and the code itself, walking you through that. So to keep it within the time frame, I'm going to try to be very to the point and specific. I'll really quick give you a demonstration of it. So for my assignment, I decided to uh, do JavaScript as my Module 1, as my focus for the programming language. Um, and with that, I used some HTML, some CSS, just for the styling and the output to the browser, since it is using an internet browser. And I'll just give you a show of the program itself. I decided to create a adventure text-based game where it gives the user choices, options to choose, and then changes based off of the different selections that they make, giving different scenarios. So it adjusts based off of the user input. Just running through this really quick, you can see the first message that it's giving you that you're waking up in the ship. We're going to choose to take the gold. Another message here showing that you chose to take the gold. You run into a merchant. It's giving you some options. What are you going to do? Trade it for one of these things? Let's just choose. We're going to trade it for the sword. And then another option. How are we going to leave the ship? We're going to jump into the water. We're going to find a rowboat. We're going to wait on the ship. Let's jump over, see what happens. Uh-oh. We jumped over. We got attacked by a shark. We lost the game. So let's restart. I'll run through one more time. Let's take the gold again, and we're going to trade it for the sword again. Let's wait on the ship for the orders from the captain. You can see that gives us different scenarios. That leads us to more options. We're going to choose to explore the island. Uh-oh, another scenario. We get confronted by skeletons. Let's choose to attack them with the sword. I wanted to note this because we chose to buy that sword earlier. So it stored that and has that information. Now we chose to fight with the sword. We lost. Restart. So that's the game. There's a couple of more scenarios and options that the user can choose. You can see the layout that I did here. I'll run through the code now, give you an overview of that, starting with the HTML, very basic, not a whole lot to say here, just that this is where the container and the div is for the buttons and everything that you're seeing. And the CSS, you can see here, this is really how I'm styling it, the colors that I'm using, the fonts, the size, the boxes, the borders, everything, and that background image too. And then jumping to the meat of it, the JavaScript. This is where really a lot of it is. You can see I've got several different functions listed here, different variables that are stored. And then this is where those choices are for the user. So this is where that's connecting with the game itself. So you can see that first one there, linked with ID 1 for them to take the gold. And if you take the gold, notice that it's tracking that you took that gold with that gold is true. And that's going to lead you to the next text too. Either way, you're going to go to that next text, but if you leave the gold, it's not going to store that you have the gold because you don't have it. Same is the case for all of these different IDs. If you choose to take the swords, it's going to store that you have that, but you don't have the gold anymore. If you ignore the merchant, nothing changes. And that continues to happen. And these lead to corresponding next scenarios based off of the text and the IDs. So going on and on until you end up reaching the end or getting in one of those situations where you do, lose, and it gives you that restart message. And so that is my code.